Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to retouch your images in Capture One using this advanced technique that I'm about to show you. Okay, but before we move on, please take this moment to subscribe to my channel. Support me, please like my video, drop a comment for me on the comment section, and I will reply if you have anything to say to me. Alright, so to retouch this image, the first question you want to ask yourself as a retoucher is this: what exactly is wrong with your image? That is what will guide you, that's what will help you to know what to touch and what to do. Okay, so looking at this image has a white balance problem because the picture is looking warm. Okay, so this picture has a white balance problem and the picture looks a little bit underexposed. Okay, so a lot of shadows on the hair of the model. So these are the two problems I'm seeing, and then after solving those two problems, I will color grade and I'm done. Okay, so to solve the first problem, which is the white balance problem, let us go to our white balance tool, which is here under my color tab or color panel. So shift your slider towards blue, your Kelvin, shift it towards blue. Okay, this looks better. So these are before, this is where we are now. Now we have done our color correction. The next thing we want to do is to fix our exposure. Okay, now to fix the exposure, let us start with the overall exposure of the image. Okay, so on the background layer, we are going to go to our exposure panel or exposure tab, and then lift the shadow a little bit. Okay, now we can see more details of the hair coming out, and the more details of the skin also coming out. Okay, now at this point, the next thing I want to do is to use this advanced technique I'm about to show you. Okay, which is understanding the Capture One layers and masking. Okay, so select this plus button. Let us work on the hair of the model. Okay, so let us rename this layer as hair. Press enter on your keyboard. Okay, make sure this layer is selected, the new layer you have created, make sure it's selected, and then press B on your keyboard to select your mask. Okay, your masking brush. And after that, you can zoom in to see what you want to brush over. Okay, then press B to brush. And so before you start brushing, press and hold M on your keyboard. Okay, then start brushing. You can release your hand from M, but then if you cannot see the mask, press M once. The mask will come out, and then continue to brush over the hair. Okay, then when you are done, because the edges of the hair is not easy to brush over, you can select and right click on the layer of the hair and select feather mask. This will help you feather the edge, so it will blend with the hair a little bit and not spill on the skin or the background. You can reduce the radius to have something good. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Apply it. Okay, now you can press M to remove the mask. Now note that anything you do on this layer will only affect the hair. That's why it's good to know how to use Capture One layers. Okay, now if you increase the shadow, you can see that the hair is the only thing that is affected. So now don't do it too much. You want to see some details of the hair. Okay, now we have been able to expose the hair better than what it was. So this is the before, this is the after. Before, after. Then you can go ahead to erase the mask from the skin. So press E to erase your mask, so the skin is not affected. Okay, this is good. So these are before, after. You can see a lot of details coming out from the hair. Okay, Now the next thing we want to retouch is the glasses she's putting on. So let's open another layer for it and rename it as glasses. Okay, now zoom in. Same thing we have done with the hair. We are going to brush over. So press B. Right click on your image to set the size of your brush tool for you. Okay, I think this is good enough for me. So press M to see your mask while brushing. Brush carefully. After brushing over this part of the glasses that you want to grade, press E to erase the spill off. Okay, and after doing that, you can go ahead to remove your mask by pressing M. Okay, but before you remove the mask, right click on the layer and then let us refine our mask. Do not feather this, refine it. It will match glasses. So wear it. Then the moment you are okay with the refined mask, press apply. Okay, then press M to remove the mask. Now you can go ahead to retouch this part, because whatever you do now will only affect this part of your image. Okay, so let us increase the saturation. Let's bring down the exposure. If you want to further control this part, you want a better color, just go to your color panel and then under advanced color picker, select this, and then you can you see it? So you can go ahead to move it towards any part, any side, do whatever you like with it. Okay, I think I like it this way. It's looking very, very, very saturated, and then it kind of stands out on the face. Okay, and I like that. So let us move on. And the next thing I want to do is to retouch the skin. Okay, so select this plus button and rename this as skin tone. Now we want to grade the skin tone of the model. So to do that, we're going to brush a mask over the skin of the model. So after brushing, press E and erase every spill off or spill out that you don't want. And after erasing all the spill out, and you are sure that you are okay with it, okay. Next thing you want to do is erase the lips also. You don't want the lips to be affected. You can now refine the edges of your mask, okay. Then the moment you are satisfied with the result, press apply, press M to remove the mask, and now let us retouch the skin. Okay, so let's go to color balance under color panel. Okay, so let's start with the mid-tone. Add a little bit of red to your mid-tone. Okay, to your highlight, add yellow. To your shadow, add blue. Okay, and then you can also work on the exposure of the skin. Okay, now let's go back to our color. Okay, so to your mid-tone, add red, not too much, then darken it here. So every time I'm working on the skin, I always reduce the brightness of my mid-tone, okay, and then I'll increase the brightness of my highlights. Then my highlight is always going towards yellow and my mid-tone towards red. Sometimes I can bring it towards blue, okay, if I really want that very dark skin, but I don't want that. I want the skin tone to come out, so I will move it towards there. Then my master, drag towards blue, okay. Okay, so this is the before and this is where we are. Now lastly, let us touch the background and the cloth she's putting on. We don't need to open a new layer for that. We can do that on the background layer using our color editor, okay. So under color panel, this is our color editor. Go to the advanced, select the color picker, pick the background color which is yellow. That is what we want to grade. We want to grade the yellow, okay. Now to grade this yellow, since we have selected it, now select view selected color range. The moment you select it, it is supposed to eliminate other colors that you do not want to affect. The reason we are using this advanced is because whatever color you selected, that's the only color you'll be able to change, so that other colors will be protected. And the moment you select this, you will see colors that are not protected. As you can see, the color on these glasses is not protected. The color of the skin, some part of the skin is not protected, okay. That is what it's telling you. So we can use this slider to fix that. You must make sure the only thing you are seeing is the color you want to grade. The color you want to change or the color you want to work on is all that you are seeing. Because if you move this slider away from red, you see we have removed it from the skin and from the glasses. Move this up a bit. Now all we have is just the yellow. Other colors are no longer there, okay. So if you deselect this, it will bring back all the other colors. But now whatever you do in this place will only affect the yellow you have selected. So now we can move towards green. So if you move this slider towards 30, this 30 here, you are moving anti-clockwise. If you move this towards -30, if you move it back here, we are moving clockwise, and that's why we are somewhere around here. If we move it forward, we will be somewhere around here. But to an extent, I like this green. I'm just gonna leave it like this, okay. Now if you feel like you did there's a particular part of the image you do not like, you want to go over it and retouch it again, all the layers are here. This is the layer for the skin, this is the layer for the glasses, this is the layer for the hair. You see, you can always go back, come back here and work on it. If you feel like, okay, this skin tone is too much, I want to reduce the whole layer, it's too much, it's not giving, you can reduce the opacity up here. See, you can even remove the whole opacity here. You can even reduce the whole opacity to 0 and it will not show at all. Okay, I don't want it to show too much, and leave it like this, okay. So that is how to retouch your images using Capture One layers. So this is the before and this is after. Before and after. Before and after. That is how to retouch your image using this advanced technique. So please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, so that I'll be encouraged to do more. Thank you.